security or collateral that I will hold in order to do business with you. They break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm, and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It comes to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on side. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Friday, the 3rd of March, 2023. It's Friday right here in Trinidad and Tobago, viewers, the first Friday in March. It's a new month in an almost whole year. But nevertheless, remember, viewers, I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who are looking for cash borrow, it's not a problem. Don't make it a problem. All you need is collateral. Whether you have house, you have land, you have a vehicle, you have gold, we will hold that. As long as it's not owing to anybody, we will hold that. Also, you're getting 4% on a fixed deposit at Real Talk. Nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago you're going to get 4%. We are beating back every single financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago, and we are here to stay. We're not going anywhere. I want you to understand that. So viewers, numbers will be on screen shortly. You want to contact me, call any one of these numbers. You want to get in touch with Real Talk Group of Companies, call these numbers. You want to get in touch with Real Talk Credit Union information, call these numbers. And also viewers, if you want to set up an account with us at Real Talk Credit Union, it's not a problem. These are the 4 numbers you can contact our office at Shogunas and San Fernando. Let me tell you something. When God bless you to excel in life, nobody can stop you. No, absolutely nobody can stop you. I am saying that. Because I started off with absolutely nothing in life. Look where I am today. Look where I am today. I'm on top of my games and I'm on top of the world. Because I can go any part of the world. Any part of the world. So remember that, viewers. You're looking for cash borrow. I'm a licensed money lender. You're looking for spiritual work done, it's not a problem. I was also blessed to be a spiritual consultant. You know, I lighten a lot of candles in a body box, you know, so we've been prosperous enough. We've been prosperous. So, credit union wise, 4%. Open an account even for your kid. Imagine you can open an account at Real Talk Credit Union for your kid. You can't go in a bank and open it. No, they will tell you the child too small, and that's not our policy. So when you want to start saving, when you're 18 and over, you think about it, Trinidad and Tobago. You think about it. So as we start our program tonight, one more to add to our victory with Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Police have made a sex offender registry public for the first time, with 16 men appearing on it at the moment. The registry have been released online via the link sexoffender.gov.tt. So Trinidad and Tobago, we scored again. We scored again. Remember, come on. Remember when I was pushing for the child sex offender and the child sex offender registry to go public? And many of them went against it. Saeed, how you could make it public? What about the danger these individuals will be? That is not my problem. I didn't tell you to go and interfere with our underage. Say if somebody see you outside there and I hit you at top, or they take up a 2x4 and arrest it on you. Don't blame Saeed. I never send you bound by a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old. Don't come around me with that nonsense. So one more in the basket for Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We push for child sex offender. For that legislation to come in, that's when the former Attorney General was here, Faris Arawi. He passed that for us. And we also push for child sex offender registry to go public. Why public? I want to know if my neighbor is a what? A sex offender. I want to know if my neighbor interfering with the neighbor down the road child. One more for the basket, viewers. One more. But that's probably about 10 or 11 by now. I tell you, we're doing it different. Since 2022, I told you all, things gonna change. It's gonna change. So, child sex offender registry is going public. Thank you, Saeed. You know what light I light for that? You know how much light I light for that? Come now, man. 238-6716 is the phone line to call in to interact with us. Now, when you interact with us, you're going live. People right around the world would hear your comments. I mean, we're doing it different. Real Talk, we're doing it different now. After last year and the year before of all them legislation and amendment pushed for, and we got it passed by the former Attorney General, I do thank him publicly, even though he's not the Attorney General. You know, let's give jackets, you know. He worked with us. He worked with Real Talk. He understands the needs. Saieed, I understand what you want. And I will bring it into amendment. I will carry it to the House. I will bring it into legislation. And it's in the public domain. You know, watch me now. You know how much bucks I can buy for that? People say light, no light. I'm going to tell you something. If the world is a dark place, Saieed light will shine. And it will continue shining. You can't out it. You cannot out it until God said, Saieed, it's time for you to come home. And I have a long time on this earth still. So here it is. The list contains the fact. The list contains the face and the names of 16 offenders with details of their offense, their dates of birth, and their location. Hey, one more for the basket. Congratulations, Real Talk. Somebody call in and congratulate me. Call in and congratulate me because I'm doing it for Trinidad and Tobago. Now, the list has come with a warning against the reproduction and sharing of the content. So now I want to tell you something. Come back to me, Director. I want to tell you something. This list, when you go up on the website, do not share it. Look at it. Do not copy and paste. Do not screenshot. And do not share. It comes with a fine. It's not a car crash on the highway and somebody videotape it and they share it. It's not like that. Reproduction of image on Facebook is a charge. It is a charge, and it is a very serious charge. You could run into hundreds of thousands of dollars paying the government. I just want you to understand that. You want information on individuals? Go up on the site. It's sexoffender.gov.tt. Look it up. You see whoever it is there. You want to save it on your computer, on your phone for your personal information. It's not a problem, but do not share it. Reproduction of this image, it's going to cost you. And believe me, the TTPS have an intelligence service that they're going to hunt you down. They're going to find you. Computers link. So I am warning you. Reproduction and sharing of the content, it will carry you to a hefty fine. So you could end up paying $100. You might pay from $10, go up to millions of dollars. So please don't share it. Go up on the site and view it. Now, the website states, any person internationally and without lawful excuse or justification, reproduction, sharing, or use of any information contained in this site commits an offense and is liable on the summary conviction to a fine of $25,000 and imprisonment up to 3 years. So viewers, in the coming weeks, I am hoping that this price would increase. I'm hoping it would increase. So if you share the content, if you only share the content, intelligence service will pick you up. I am telling you that. So please don't do that. Under the Sexual Offense Amendment Bill 2021, which was debated in the Senate in June 2021, 2 sex offender registries were proposed to websites for the public and a register for the police service. Then Attorney General Saieed Ali had said that people will have the opportunity to apply to the court for their information to be exempted from the website. Now, if they charge you on the sex offender registry, and you go up there, I guess if you win your case, it's like an extract. You're not guilty, you win, and that's it. Pull on your information. So I just want all you to understand. Don't share it. Check it out. It's one more for the basket for Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We did it again. It's gone public. Proud of myself tonight. Celebration tonight. I'll light our next candle for that. So here it is. The Regulated Industry Commissioner will hold its 6th public consultation between March 7th and 18th in communities throughout Trinidad on the price review for the electricity, transmission and distribution sector. The review of electricity rates could see an increase in domestic rates between 15 and 64%. Let me tell you about this. I used to normally pay a bill of, let's say, about 4,000. 4,500, anywhere around there. A few days back, I went and paid a bill. My bill come up to 7,500 and something dollars. From anywhere between 4,500 to 7,000 and some hundred of dollars. I tell you, that is how far it went up. So when them talking about 15 and 64%, you calculate it. Calculate it, and then you're going to know where your light bill went. Are serious? Imagine from 45, 46, somewhere around there, per month, per 2 months. It gone up to 7,000 and some hundreds of dollars. Look at the vast amount of increase. And then the Prime Minister wants to comes out now and say, well, we paying all your bill. Which bill he paying? If the Prime Minister was paying my water rate or my light bill, I wouldn't have to worry. But every 2 months now, I had to come on with 7,000 and some hundreds of dollars to pay my bill. Every 2 months. All I feel is joke. So when them tell all they're going up a little, the people wouldn't feel it. That's 3,000 something more from my pocket. Do you think me I go feel it? That is more hours now I have to put in of work just to pay a light bill. How much you had to put in? So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about Padarat, Russian RIC consultation. RIC Russian consultation after this break.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Princeton MP Barry Padarat is accusing the Regulated Industries Commission, RIC, of rushing down the next round of public consultation on the price review of the electricity, transmission and distribution sector. Padarat stated that it is unacceptable for the RIC to lump the entire South District, such as Princeton, Pinal, Oropouche West, and others in the San Fernando consultation, while one consultation at the Center Point Mall on March 15th is meant to provide an opportunity for residents in Shogunas, Caroni Central, Couva, North and South, and Tabakit. Padarat has called on the RIC to indicate what method they use to determine where and how they will conduct these consultations, since their apparent hazard approach just doesn't make sense. So how much consultation did you went to Trinidad and Tobago? How much? How much? I tell you, my bill almost went up to 3,000 something. Almost 3,000 something. I had to dig in my pocket deeper now to pay that bill. Someone might say, oh God, Said, you have money, you go pay that. It's not that I have money, I go pay it, you know. What about the one who cannot pay the increase? What about them? What about them? This is the one I'm worried about. I could push a couple hours, I could work on Sunday and pay the bill. But what about the pensioners? Who vying for the pensioners and them? What about the old age? What about the retired people who not getting pension? Who getting 3,500 a month or 4,000, have to live with that and then pay light bill on top of it? What about them? Call a good night.
Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live.
Hi, Saeed. It's a caller from Canada. I just calling to congratulate you on the wonderful and amazing job that you're doing down there.
Thank you so much, my darling. Canada, welcome.
You're most welcome. I just want to let you know, you also have followers in Dubai and Portugal. I just came back from there.
Wow, you see? Hey, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Saeed. Have a pleasant evening.
You and your family, my friend, also.
Thank you.
Say, see, viewers? Look at Nav and look where we're going. Why do you think we remain the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago? We deal with the issues. We deal with the issues. What the police are dealing with, Saeed dealing with. Because the policeman, when they had a nice luxury vehicle, they want to go the road to pass on. You think police could protest? Police, army, coast guard, traffic warden. These people cannot protest. They're expecting somebody to stand up for the bad road. You think when a policeman buy a new car for $100,000 or $200,000, you think he want a rough road to pass on? No. He want a nice smooth road to pass on because he working extra hours just to make his loan installment. But a man like me now, who are dependent on the government, who are dependent on sponsorship, who are dependent on nobody to run my program, I as a man will stand and vouch for them. You know why? I need them to protect me, and they need me to vouch for the road. And vouch for high cost of living. And vouch for too much in gas and parts and all these cost of living things. They depend on me to do that. Saeed, I want to talk about X, Y, and Z, boy. It handbugging our community. No problem. That's what they depend on me for. Watch me now. Dubai, and that's always say we have viewers in Dubai. Let's say feel like joking. I have a whole aviation force in Dubai, about 3,000 or 4,000 people. In an airplane company in Dubai, they sit down 7 o'clock every night and watch the program. Every night they're sitting down, about 2,000 or 3,000 of them in Dubai. Dubai is a nice place, you know. Anybody want to carry me? Moving along, viewers. President of the Scrap Iron Dealers Association, Alan Ferguson, have stated that his members feel disrespected by the government, unwillingness to work with them as the Scrap Iron Act 2020 takes effect. Ferguson stated that the association invited Trade and Industry Minister Paula Gopiskun, Attorney General Regional Armour, TNT Solid Waste Management, and officials from the Environmental Management Agency to a meeting on Wednesday, but no one showed up. Let me tell you something in Trinidad. We want to always be a third world country. We will not escalate to second class. You know why? Because when you invite people to meeting for the benefits of oneself or country, they don't have time. They don't have time. You could tell me Paula Gopi-Schoon, who made this big announcement, you ain't had time to go to a big meeting like that? Regional Armor, well, you can't get here. We doesn't know when he in Trinidad from when he not in Trinidad. What about solid waste management? Them too big? Are they too big? You could tell me all I couldn't send a representative? Solid waste management. TNT solid waste management and officials from the environmental, the EMA are gone, solid waste management are gone, AMO are gone, Gopi-Schoon are gone. And 4 big entities in Trinidad and Tobago, and nobody could send a representative. But Saieed mustn't say nothing. When all a washing machine and all a fridge, when it's spoiled, all will carry it and dump it some way. Nobody know where they're going to dump it, all are dumping it some way. And that good right there. All they want is scrap iron man to pass and clean up Trinidad with old rubbish. All they're too big. All they're too big, all they can't even send somebody. All they have to go send a representative. And when Saieed come here now and light it up now, oh Saieed, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't call me name, send somebody. Twice I load up Armor right here. Hey, did you revise the amendment for the scrap iron to open? Twice I light him up a couple of days after Gopi-Schoon. What we do? We make a dent in it, Gopi-Schoon come out and you say, you know what? We go open it for on 24th of February. You know I'm waiting on Gopi-Schoon? I'm waiting to see when you will give export scrap metal businessmen export license. That's what I'm waiting to see. I want to say you go bring it January next year. Or December in 24. I'm waiting. Not giving a lot much time, you know. All I only have till about maybe Thursday, Friday next week, you know. We fast think up all again, you know. The stakeholder meeting turned into a gathering to vote on the association next move, and his members will announce what their action will take at the press conference. Ferguson explained that the purpose of the meeting was to help those in the industry understand the new laws with guidelines from the invited guests. However, speaking to media after the pattern making training at Jimmy Abboud building in Port of Spain, Gopi-Schoon said she saw no reason to attend. No reason to attend. You are the one who came out and said on the 24th, they would use partially some of the old laws to open on the 24th. But you will find it fit to go down and explain to them parts of the old laws that will be governed on the opening on the 24th of February, right, opening of the scrap iron industry. You will find it fit to go down and hint to them or to educate to them partially of the new law that is coming. You too big, Gopi-Schoon. You a minister and we normal people can't reach you, and that is just it. But you know what? Next 2-3 years, you what we same people who dealing in iron. Whether there's the buyer or the people siding the road picking up the iron, and to what they live, when you see this finger, you only want so much in ink. Next to appear and ball is this what you call it, an X. You want the X next to the ball is then Gopi-Schoon. Let me tell you, if you feel, because all is minister, if all you feel Saieed free to light up all your name on national television for the world to see, well, think again. Think again. Have nothing to fear. One thing I will tell all you, you're there for 5 years and they will vote you out. So your name and your power and your fame after 5 years, it gone down the drain. You might make 100 million, 200 million, 300 million in your bank account, but when you fall alongside in the road, who picking you up? Ask yourself who picking you up. And God's so good, eh? You might fall along where you have 200 people walking and all of them might pass on your street. All you feel is joke? All you feel is joke? I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. So don't let power get to all your head. I just always say that. Money does change people, you know. Money does change people, you know. You see, when power gets to your head, you feel your foot off the ground, but you realize you're still touching the ground. Yeah, all that good, you know. All that good, all that good. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to be discussing Dave and Mirage should be interviewed by cops in human trafficking matter when we come back.
RealTalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the RealTalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at RealTalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of RealTalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Remember, viewers, RealTalk is giving you 4% on a fixed deposit right here in our company, RealTalk Credit Union Information. Open an account for your little ones. You can open a savings account, You can open a US account. You can open a fixed deposit account. We are here to serve the public. We are here to serve the public. And let me tell you something. You see how within an almost 2 years' time, we got about 11 legislation and amendment to push and got it passed? Child sex offender registry going public online was the final thing we pushed for. And it is here. It is here. It is here. So I can tell you something. You would be surprised to know how far RealTalk Credit Union will be in the next 2 or 3 years. You will be surprised to know that. We might be surpassing all financial institutions right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Why? Why? Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for I will take chances with my money. You got 75 years on Synergy Network, and I haven't asked one person to fund my program. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Sir, something that is disturbing me. There was an allegation made, well, not an allegation, there was a report that in 2020, that senior government officials. Now, we are in an English-speaking country, and they talk about senior government officials.
Yes.
What do you understand by a senior government official? Now, that is what the report has.
Senior
government official.
Yes.
You know the PNMs read and they interpret that to be an opposition member.
Correct.
How could that be opposition members, sir?
They switched everything.
Does the US does not know English language, or is the PNM more versatile in the English language? Should we go to the Privy Council to interpret who is a senior government official?
Senior?
Now, lo and behold, sir, within hours, our honorable police commissioner set up an investigator. And so do you know who that investigator is? That is the stepdaughter of Camille Robinson Regis. That is her husband's daughter. Among all the officers, why this one was selected? Now, there is an allegation that is out in public knowledge. That is fact. Faris Al-Rawi paid Vincent Nelson how much, 100 million or how much? Isn't that misbehavior? Is there any investigation at all, sir? Is there any investigation at all on that? What about the fake oil scandal? And 100 million or something again was paid to this man. Is there any investigation? You have money, taxpayers' money is given out as grants and all these things only to a certain
Correct.
ethnicity, sir. Is there any investigation? You know this, I don't know, sir, but you know, something is wrong. In that joint select committee that you played the other day, sir, when Mr. Munilal was asking for the return of the ammunition seized from a dealer, and she said she didn't see the report. You imagine contempt proceedings are proceeding, and you haven't seen a report, and Mr. Scotland, a PNM member of parliament, interjected and said, well, if you don't see the report, that is good enough excuse. So am I to be induced that this is indeed a PNM police commissioner, sir? What it is going on? How are we going to solve crime, sir? You know, this is serious injustice, you know. Look at all the boards, look at all the organizations. You have to be of a certain ethnicity, sir, to be there. These are the only people. You know, they're giving out grants to PAN and all these kind of things. What about the other people, the other art form, music form, with the Indian culture and all these things? Are they getting anything at all, sir? This is gross discrimination, sir. This is gross discrimination by this PNM government. And it is time that people, you know why is it now they're talking about rate increase for what's up, sir? People are suffering. People are suffering. Why must we pay for the inefficiency, for the mismanagement, for the corruption of the PNM, sir? Why must we pay for this? It is time for the people to stand up and smell the coffee and get this PNM government. We cannot wait for a year or two again, so it is time. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So we're moving on to Devan now. Former People's Partnership Minister Dr. Devan Maraj was approached yesterday to be interviewed in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service probe on human trafficking allegation and has agreed to do so. On Wednesday, the TTP has announced a probe of human trafficking allegation now in the public domain. This following Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley's recent remarks in Parliament that the allegation pertaining to a current member of Parliament who is not on the government side. Maraj supported that claim with further allegations which have been challenged by UNC MPs. Maraj subsequently requested the question and is awaiting word from TTPS. He also challenged opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Now, TTPS has not yet provided information on the deadline for completing the probe or the probe completion and whether officials from both the PNM and UNC will be examined. Let me tell you something, Commissioner. Here what you're going to do there. Here what you're going to do. You are going and ask yourself whether officials of both parties, PNM and UNC, will be examined. Examine all of them. You come out, you don't know whether officials of both parties. What the hell kind of thing is that? Investigate all of them. They are government ministers. You never know what could be happening. You ain't sure, well, if 2 of them or 3 of them from PNM, and you ain't sure if 5 of them from UNC, investigate from our side. All of them. The US report said senior government officials, they didn't say if it's UNC, they didn't say PNM, investigated. You are the commissioner of police. And if you fail to do so, meaning you're not doing your work, TDPS officials not doing their work. So I want to ask if a government minister is higher than a police officer. So the government ministers could break the law and the police officer cannot charge them? That is the kind of rules Trinidad and Tobago have right now? We're talking about human trafficking. We're talking about forcing people to marry. We're talking about forcing people to have sex and all sorts of acts. And you come out to say now, you ain't sure if UNC or PNM? No, man. Don't do that, don't do that. One investigation across the board and done with that. Call a good night. Hello. Yes, take a good click one time. So here this former minister now, Vasan Bharat, stated that if and when the TPS calls, he will speak to them. Bharat said he was approached in 2014 while at Hyatt by several young women who said they were working for a person. He added that person is now a UNC MP. So Bharat, if you have this information, why didn't you pass it on to TTPS? Just saying, you know. Just saying. If you had all this information, why didn't pass it on? Let me tell you something. I stink, you know. I very stink, you know. You have information just like Al we are not putting out TTPS and have it. These girls and them say they're working for a certain person. Let's just say you would assume that they are into trafficking of sex. And you didn't pass the information on to the commissioner or the special intelligence victim unit. You didn't pass it on? Come now, man. Come now, man. Like 2014, we in 2023. Look how much he has. Look how much he has. Scholar, good night.
Saeed, good night.
My darling, how are you?
Good, good, good. Saeed, last year, 3 small fries photos. When I tell you small fried rice, the photo was on the papers for human trafficking. Now they go into the big fish, as they call it.
Yes.
Let me tell you, they can't touch none of them up there. Don't care if it is UNC or in PNM. Nobody go there. Everybody afraid to go there because their job will be at stake. Once we going to leave that right there. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Police are assigned to investigate alleged or allegations of human trafficking by 2 police officers. Wait. Hold up. I go pull back that. Police are assigned to investigate allegations of human trafficking by 2 former People's Partnership ministers implicating politicians said they have been given 48 hours to submit their report to the Commissioner of Police. On Wednesday, Commissioner of Police Erla Haywood Christopher directed an immediate probe into the allegations which stem from a statement by the Prime Minister on February 24th. You listening, boy? He was responding to a query from Naparima MP Rodney Charles in Parliament on the statement in a 2022 U.S. State Department report on human trafficking in person that senior government officials were involved in human trafficking. This is the report headline. Senior government officials were involved in human trafficking. Dr. Rowley stated that the government had investigated the claim and found it was referring to member of the opposition. Well, I guess that report would have names. It would have names. If the PM is referring to the opposition, which means that 2022 report going to have names. Ooh, this will get interesting, boy. Names popping up. The day after the PM spoke, former PP Minister Devan Maharaj publicly supported his position that the report referred to opposition members and not sitting government officials. Part of the report said corruptions and official complicity in trafficking crime remains significant concern, inhibiting law enforcement action, and the government did not take action against senior government officials alleged in 2022 to be involved in human trafficking. So who didn't take action according to the report? TTPS and the government. Now let's say something now. It gets interesting. Does that report have names? Who failed to act? Did TTPS fail to act? Did the government fail to act? According to the US, yes they did. Yes they did. One police officer familiar with the investigation said the time frame given to complete the probe was unrealistic, as police did not have any reports from any victim, and that the allegation had been made several years ago. You see? You see? So who you blaming here now? I'll come to me now, man. I'll tell me now, man. Call her good night.
No.
Hello?
Ali?
You're live. Go right ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, good night. Right? You hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Hello?
Stick your getting click one time like you're hearing me. So, nobody came forward. The US did an investigation. They found names. Now, the US State Department blamed the police and the government for not taking action. Part of the report said corruptions and official complicity in trafficking crime remain significant concern, inhibiting law enforcement action, and the government did not take action against senior government official alleged in the 2020 to be involved in human trafficking. So what the U.S. State Department telling us as a citizens in Trinidad and Tobago? What they're saying to us, the police and the government took no action. No action. Call her good night.
Yeah, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Yeah, good night. Good night, Ali. Ali, you know, we've been talking, but I seen it. I don't know if you hear me because
I am hearing you. You go right ahead. I'm hearing you.
Okay. That I feel the time come for me to talk about jail. You know. I feel the time come for me to talk about jail. You hear me? Or?
I am listening to you.
Come on, some kind of thing if you hear me. No.
I am listening. Yes, I'm hearing you.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Ali, so okay, you hear me? Because what happened? I watched a program today concerning the children, right? The thing with the children. What happened? So, you hear me? So,
we do apologize for that. We do apologize for that. All I feel is joke. The State Department labeling us here. They're labeling us. The government, the police didn't take action against senior government officials. And we good. And we good. The police now come up to say now that one police officer familiar with the investigation said that the time frame given to complete the probe was unrealistic, as police did not have any reports from any victim, and the allegations had been made several years ago. You could believe that? You could believe that? The U.S. State Department gave their report. Was it swept under the carpet? Say something now. Was it swept under the carpet? So we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about Trinidad and Tobago Embassy in Belgium forced to change banks. You go hear the details when we come back.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Now Trinidad and Tobago, listen to this next bacchanal. It's Fire Friday, you know. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley have stated that the impending closure of a bank account for the TNT Embassy in Brussels, Belgium, was not a result of TNT being named in the EU list of non-cooperative jurisdiction. Responding to a question posted by him, Opposition Representative in Parliament Dr. Rowley stated that the closing of the account by some diplomatic mission by Belgium Bank came as an application of the EU laws in anti-money laundering and countering the finance of terrorism. He added that in February the embassy was informed by its Belgian bank that they would close its account. The embassy requested an extension to May. Listen to this.
The closure of the bank accounts are not as a result of the EU tax list. They were done as part of the EU countries' mitigation of anti-money laundering risks. The closing of the bank account of some diplomatic missions by Belgian banks came as a result of the application of the EU law on anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism. Recently, Bpost Bank Brussels notified the embassy in Brussels that they will be closing their account at the bank by February 20th, 2023. The embassy requested an extension of time to find a new account and was given until May 2023 to do so.
What caused the bank account to close? Now, TNT is among 16 countries considered as non-cooperative jurisdictions. Countries which do not yet comply with all international standards but have committed to implementing reforms. In its statement, the OACPS said the members of the OACPS are committed at the highest political level to combat illicit financing flows, including addressing the issues of a lot of things. AML/CFT. Meanwhile, MP Dr. Rudal Munilal is now calling on Finance Minister Colin Imbut to say whether more of TNT's embassy and missions have had their bank account closed due to running afoul of money laundering laws. Look up now, man, Trinidad and Tobago. Why did the Belgian bank have to close a account? Why? What is the reason for closing the account? Now hear this. Foreign Affairs Minister of CARICOM, Minister Dr. Amory Brown, is again denying claims by the opposition MP Dr. Rudal Munilal that TNT Foreign Mission Bank accounts in Belgium are being targeted for closure due to tax issue and allegations of money laundering. Who sends money there? I like Shamfa. Kola, good night.
Good night, good night.
My friend.
How are you going? This is the imitation vaccine vagrant.
I'm good.
A simple question. When a bank closes the account and you run afoul of the protocol?
Correct.
You do something wrong?
Something wrong.
So all the vaccine vagrant had to tell we and Brown what they did wrong. That's
yes,
all we
correct.
want to know. Who send money in pouch and who do this? And you remember a lady, they called her Balmati, withdraw some money and went to put some money in a bank and
in
we
an
never
bank,
heard anything about
yes.
the investigation?
Yes.
All right, but the more important thing I want to talk to, they had a story in the Guardian of Democracy today on page 10. It was a damning report on how our government did not act on critical information to traffic in human trafficking. They decided to put Ravi Ratiwan face in the front, but they put this piece of information on page 6 or 7. Every citizen should read that page. And you know what it said? You know what I'm vexed and annoyed about? There was a gentleman, a Dr. Pierre, who did a survey for CARICOM countries. And what he said, the only country that wasn't interested in his finding was the Trinidad and Tobago government. I heard Stuart Young say he never seen the report. So they missed that fire already. Now, when the fella did the report, one person from Trinidad contacted him. That was the director of the CTU. The CTU is the counter-trafficking unit set up by the UNC government. I believe they've disbanded that now.
Yes.
The current government. Now, in that report, what the man said, the way how they did the research and the survey and the investigation, they gave some women who were trafficked cell phones, and they went into the various districts, houses, apartment, hotels, and they document who is the trafficker, who is the mom, who is the tanty, and they had a listing of everything. So the police had an easy report to take and run with it and start locking up people. You know what I believe happened with our report? Well, Stuart Young say he is. I believe the man who does get report and he alone does read it. That's the number one vaccine reviewer. The listing of names on that report, he might have been familiar with some of them. And they buried the report. So, everybody who listen to this, get a Guardian. I ain't selling the Guardian, Don't want a copy, I do a snapshot of the article, but send it around for everybody. It is a must read. And you will see where trafficking starts.
Thank you, my friend.
But I don't want to compromise.
Thank you, my friend. We're out of time. I just want to finish this, viewers. Now, Dr. Amory Brown is again denying claims by the opposition MP Rudal Munilal that it is foreign mission bank account in Belgium are being targeted for closure due to tax issues and allegations of money laundering. Brown confirmed talks have started with their European counterpart to address the issue. However, he said suggestions that their account was in a Dutch bank, which was closed, were false, as they had no account with that institution. He reiterated that the issue was not specific to TNT, as other Caribbean and African countries were facing similar issues. We ain't studying about other countries, you know. We're talking about Trinidad. Why did our account in Belgium, why was it closed? Why? Amory, you need to come out and explain to the people whether it's taxation, whether it's money laundering, whether they had hiccups, whether they followed the law, whether they broke the law. I mean, the people wants to know. We wants to know. I want to know. But nevertheless, I will find out. I will find out. So viewers, we have about 1 minute left on our program tonight. I just want to encourage you. Real Talk Credit Union information is now accepting members. You want to be a member, not a problem. The normal criteria to open a bank account: Normal criteria. But with real talk, you don't need to get a dead grandmother. You don't need to get 2 signatures from a GP or a judge. You don't need to get nothing from a lawyer. If your grandfather dead 10 years back, you don't need his signature. No, 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 no. It's different. Just drop the numbers there, Tom. So viewers, these numbers, you can call it, set up an appointment to come into our institution and set up your account for your kids. You set up a savings account for your kids. You set up a US account. You set up a fixed deposit. And we are paying 4% on fixed deposit, the highest in Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, I am Saieed Ali. You have been viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali for the past week. I do want to say thank you so much for making us #1 still. It's the weekend. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Don't look for fights. And I don't want nobody to call me and tell me, Saieed, we want to have my son to bail out Monday morning. No, I ain't want that. Your son going to remain right here. So until we meet again, viewers, be safe and enjoy your weekend.